The intensity is off the charts, and the European nights are only getting hotter. Vincent Kompany is making massive waves after his Bayern Munich squad stormed past Real Madrid, with the manager himself drawing a wild comparison between this monumental Champions League victory and his legendary emotional derby wins back at Burnley. You do not want to miss how he is keeping his squad grounded while they march toward a massive semi-final clash against Paris Saint-Germain.
Looking for a fast-charging, ultra-responsive stylus for your iPad? Meet the 2X Fast Charge Active Stylus Pen, designed for 2018 to 2025 Apple iPads. Take your creativity and productivity to the next level. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
But the fallout from that clash in Munich is spiraling into something much more dramatic. Real Madrid midfielder Eduardo Camavinga has stepped up to issue a heartfelt apology to his teammates and the club's massive fan base following his late red card. It was a chaotic conclusion to a pulsating match, and he is taking full accountability for the dismissal that shifted the momentum when his side needed composure the most. It is not just the players feeling the heat, as the German media is absolutely tearing into Real Madrid following their exit. A scathing report from Die Welt has labeled the Spanish giants the worst losers in world football, pointing to aggressive confrontations on the pitch involving stars like Vinicius Jr., Jude Bellingham, and Arda Güler. We are diving deep into these claims that Madrid's culture and conduct are officially under the microscope after a bitter night at the Allianz Arena. Finally, get ready for a massive transfer saga, as England star Anthony Gordon is reportedly eyeing an exit from Newcastle United in search of Champions League football. With a staggering £80 million price tag and potential interest from heavyweights like Bayern Munich, Arsenal, and even boyhood club Liverpool, this story is about to blow wide open. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and ring that bell so you never miss a beat on these breaking football headlines. Have you ever wondered what connects the glittering, high-stakes stage of the Champions League to the gritty, intense atmosphere of a local derby? Well, Vincent Kompany just gave us the answer, and it is far more grounded than you might expect. After masterminding a thrilling victory that sent Bayern Munich past the mighty Real Madrid and into the semifinals, Kompany did not reach for platitudes about world-class glory. Instead, he took us right back to his time at Burnley, comparing the sheer emotional weight of beating Madrid to his famous East Lancashire derby triumphs over Blackburn Rovers. It is a fascinating glimpse into the mind of a manager who clearly understands that, at the heart of every great sporting achievement, there is the same raw human intensity, whether you are playing in front of thousands at a local rival's home ground or under the brightest lights in Europe. With goals from Luis Diaz and Michael Olise securing that 6-4 aggregate win, Kompany has pushed this Bayern side to a staggering 16-game unbeaten run, proving his philosophy works regardless of the jersey his players wear. Now, they are off to face Paris Saint-Germain, but for Kompany, the thrill is not just about the name on the back of the opponent's shirt. It is about finding that same fire in every single challenge. What do you think? Does the atmosphere of a local rivalry truly prepare you for the pressure of a European semifinal? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more deep dives into the world of football. After all, the biggest games are defined by the moments that feel personal. Ever felt the crushing weight of a high-stakes moment slipping through your fingers? That's exactly the reality Eduardo Camavinga is facing right now after a night at the Bernabeu that turned from a dream into a nightmare. Real Madrid's Champions League journey came to a heart-wrenching halt against Bayern Munich, and Camavinga is stepping up to shoulder the blame. It was a chaotic 4-3 thriller, but for the young midfielder, the final minutes were nothing short of disastrous. Brought on to stabilize the ship, Camavinga instead found himself walking down the tunnel early after picking up 2 yellow cards in rapid succession. The first, a reckless challenge on Jamal Musiala. The second, a moment of pure frustration, delaying a restart after fouling Harry Kane. When you're holding a 3-2 lead and looking at a path to the final, losing a man that late is the ultimate tactical betrayal. Taking to Instagram, the Frenchman didn't make excuses. He posted a blunt, honest message. "I take responsibility. I apologize to my teammates and the fans, and thank you for your support. Hala Madrid always." It's rare to see that kind of accountability in the modern game, especially when emotions are running this high. It's a bitter pill to swallow for the Madrid faithful, but for a player so young, owning the mistake is the first step toward redemption. Do you think the referee was too harsh, or was this a moment of pure inexperience that cost them the trophy? Drop a comment below to let us know your take, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more football deep dives. In the end, champions aren't defined by the mistakes they make, but by how they handle the silence that follows. Real Madrid, the kings of Europe or the world's worst losers. When the final whistle blew in Munich, the shock wasn't just that Real Madrid was out of the Champions League, it was how they handled it. German media outlet Die Welt didn't just report the defeat, they launched an absolute verbal assault on the club, labeling the Spanish giants as the worst losers in world football. It's a brutal take, but sports editor Sven Floer isn't pulling any punches. He argues that Madrid's DNA has shifted. Once an organization defined by class and monumental grace, Floer claims they've morphed into a club that simply cannot handle a loss without pointing fingers. The script is always the same. When things go south, the referee becomes the convenient villain. It's a pattern of behavior that Floer suggests has been eroding the club's dignity for years. The critique digs deep into the closing moments at the Allianz Arena. Forget the tactical battles. Floer points directly to the behavior of stars like Vinicius Jr., Jude Bellingham, and Arda Güler. He describes a scene of intimidation, with Vinicius sarcastically applauding the referee and eventually standing menacingly in his face, while Bellingham and Güler allegedly harass the official. To the German media, this wasn't just passion, it was a total lack of sportsmanship. Ultimately, the argument here is simple. Winning is easy, but losing with grace is a mark of true greatness, a trait Floer believes Madrid has completely abandoned. Whether you see this as a harsh overreaction by the press or a valid indictment of a toxic culture, it raises a real question about the cost of success in modern football. Is the win-at-all-costs mentality finally costing Real Madrid their reputation? Let us know what you think in the comments below. Does Madrid have a sportsmanship problem, or is this just the heat of the moment? Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more football deep dives, because in this game, the drama off the pitch is just as loud as the action on it. Is the dream of a new Newcastle United era already starting to crack? With reports swirling that Anthony Gordon is looking for an exit to chase Champions League glory, we have to ask, is St. James Park a destination or just a stepping stone? It's not just a rumor. Gordon is reportedly eyeing the exit, eager to sort his future before the World Cup puts his career under a microscope. While he hasn't handed in a formal transfer request, his ambition is crystal clear. He wants the elite stage, and right now, he isn't convinced Newcastle can provide that consistent platform. We are talking about an £80 million valuation here, and that isn't just pocket change. It's a price tag that screams, "I am ready for the big leagues." Bayern Munich is circling, and the whispers about a potential return to Merseyside for a boyhood Liverpool fan are only getting louder. It's ironic, isn't it? The man who lit up Europe for the Magpies has struggled to find his rhythm in the Premier League recently, netting only 3 goals in open play since January 2025. Is it a tactical mismatch, or has his heart already checked out? Newcastle's hierarchy is standing firm, under no pressure to sell until 2030, but you can feel the tension. They are bracing for a massive squad overhaul, and losing both Alexander Isak and Gordon would fundamentally shift the club's identity. For the fans, this is a bitter pill to swallow. It challenges the very idea that Newcastle can compete with the giants of Europe. If they sell, they need to reinvest, and they need to do it perfectly. No more drifting. No more almost projects. This summer is a make-or-break moment for the Magpies. What do you think? Should Newcastle hold on to their stars at all costs, or is it time to cash in and rebuild? Drop a comment below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button to keep up with every twist and turn of this transfer saga. Because if this season has taught us anything, it's that in the Premier League, loyalty often bows to the lure of the Champions League anthem.